Good evening, I'm Gina Barty with the CTV News Update. A special dedication ceremony was held today on the campus of the University of Maryland to honor the life and legacy of Richard Collins III. Activists, community leaders, friends, and family dedicated the Lieutenant Richard Collins III Plaza at the spot where he died. You'll recall Collins, who was a student from Bowie State University, was stabbed to death on the UMD campus in 2017 by Sean Urbanski. Collins was 3 days from graduation.
The root cause of many of the social injustices in America are tied directly to the practice of racism. The question becomes, what are we willing to do to disrupt and disable the cycle of racism that leads to increasing instances of deadly violence?
May you never, never know the pain of what it's like to bury a child. The most important role I hold on this earth was to be a mother. I didn't want anything else. I didn't want riches. I didn't want fame. I wanted to be mom.
Urbanski is behind bars serving a life sentence. Meantime, another mass shooting shocks the nation. The latest occurred in Buffalo, New York over the weekend. The suspect, 18-year-old Peyton Gendron, reportedly drove several hundred miles from Conklin, New York to target a black community. The rampage at a Buffalo supermarket killed 10 people and left 3 wounded. The majority of the victims were black.
And this was no other way to describe it than white supremacy terrorism. It's racism, it's hatred, and it stops right here in Buffalo. This is the last stop you're going to have because we are coming after you.
The FBI is investigating the case as a hate crime. The suspect has been charged with first-degree murder. He faces life in prison if convicted. Well, here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. The Maryland Department of Health has confirmed more than 2,600 new cases. The positivity rate in Prince George's is at 7.82%. 4 Marylanders have died of COVID over the past 24 hours, and 352 people are hospitalized. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Gina Barty. Coming up, applauding the Prince George's County Teacher of the Year. Stay with us.
Innovation transforms the world, moving us forward not just in steps, but in leaps and bounds. Innovation created a healthcare system so extraordinary, it not only improves the lives of veterans, it transforms the lives of healthcare professionals, collaborating through integrated care teams, accessing the latest technology, working with the most advanced medical science, and even creating it. Like discovering new ways to integrate technology with the human body. It's a unique culture of transformation that leads to solutions that best serve our veterans. The Department of Veterans Affairs, where innovation ensures those who served our nation are served by the very best. See how a career at VA can transform your future.
Welcome back. Well, an 8th grade math instructor is the county school district's Teacher of the Year. Evelyn Polycarpio from Benjamin Tasker Middle School was named Teacher of the Year today. As the winner, she was handed a check for $2,000 from Kaiser Permanente. Officials say she will use the money for technology upgrades in her classroom. The veteran educator has more than 3 decades of experience working with children.
It's overwhelming. I'm so very happy that my wish came true. I did not do anything extraordinary, as I said. I just did my job. I did everything my ILT told me. I followed the curriculum. When I get the chance, when they invite me for competition, I talk to my students. They're ready. So if they're ready, I should be ready too.
Polycarpio has been with PGCPS for 14 years. Along with the cash donation, she was given a new laptop. Dozens of Metro train operators have expired certifications. As a result, 72 operators have been removed from service. Metro officials say the action will cause delays on the green and yellow lines. Commuters should expect trains to run every 20 minutes through the end of May. Montgomery County Police need your help locating a missing Gaithersburg teen. This is 15-year-old Betty Santiago. She was last seen at her home on Muddy Branch Road last Friday. Santiago is about 5 feet 8 inches tall. She has a tattoo with the number 66 and a smiley face on her left forearm. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to contact Montgomery County Police. The governor and the state's two top legislators signed more than 100 bills into law today. Governor Larry Hogan, Senate President Bill Ferguson, and House Speaker Adrian Jones signed 140 bills this afternoon. The bills will expand affordable housing programs and cap the cost of insulin in the state. Ferguson says one of the most important bills signed was the 2022 capital budget.
It is the single biggest job-creating piece of legislation that we will jointly sign. And it was a true honor and pleasure to work with the Speaker, with the Governor and his administration to enact a job creation capital budget that was mutually agreed upon.
In just 90 days, we passed a capital budget that makes critical investments that will keep Maryland competitive, maintain its strong, skilled workforce, and drive a leading economy.
And we'll be back with more news in a moment. Stay with us.
During high school, I hung with the wrong crowd and I never graduated.
I helped Santiago in many different ways, like all fathers do, because he always wanted to go to college.
I felt a little embarrassed to come back to school, but eventually once I came here, I knew that it's for a bigger goal.
He was very dedicated, hardworking. He connected with his teachers, he connected with other students. That was one of the key reasons why he was able to keep forging ahead.
It was amazing to see him graduate. This was one thing that meant so much to him, and of course, it meant so much to us too.
With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed. That support is everything.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Thanks for staying with us. Prince George's police are investigating a homicide in Glenarden. The male victim was found last night at around 7 o'clock on the 3200 block of Reed Street. Investigators say the man was found on the ground in front of an apartment house. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. Meantime, a car crash in Seat Pleasant leaves one person dead. It happened yesterday at around 12 noon on the eastbound lanes of Central Avenue between Hampton Boulevard and the Beltway. The victim was identified as 71-year-old Moses Yoga Raj of Temple Hills. Police have released few other details. Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen suffers a stroke. The Democrat was admitted to the hospital this weekend after experiencing lightheadedness and acute neck pain. Van Hollen says test results show that the stroke was minor. He says while there are no long-term effects from the stroke, he'll remain under observation for a few days. Let's get a quick check on your weather forecast tonight. Showers likely with lows around 56. Tomorrow, sunny skies with highs near 78. Wednesday, more sunny skies, highs around 75. Thursday, possible showers, highs in the mid 70s. And that's your CTV News Update. I'm Gina Barti. Have a good night.